Hey guys, the market has been bringing a lot of negative news lately. We see Bitcoin dropping more than 20% in just 1 month. Of course, altcoins are also going down along with BTC, and many crypto investors are simply giving up because it is quite difficult to see the terrible 50, 60, and even 70% drop. However, you should always remember that every fall is followed by a rise. So those who are working right here and right now are making the maximum profit from the rise. And that is exactly what we are going to do. That is why today I am going to put together the most versatile portfolio, which will include representatives of the most important narratives. Don't waste your time, watch this video till the end, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. First of all, I would like to talk about the market situation because it is very important to consider the reasons for certain market downturns. So let's start with that. In the last 24 hours, the amount of liquidations has reached $679 million, which is an unrealistically high number. And the last time we saw something like this was when there was a conflict between Israel and other countries. So I strongly recommend that you do not jump into futures trading, especially if you have no experience and are not confident in your trading strategy. Over the past month, we have seen many reasons for the negative narrative in the market. First, the German authorities started actively moving their bitcoins to a centralized exchange. Then, the once famous Mt. Gox exchange announced that it was planning to begin the process of paying off its debts to creditors. This news shook the market very much, and we literally fell from 66,000 to 61,000 in terms of Bitcoin price. However, even after this news, it seemed that all was not so bad, and the market began to show at least a little bit of strength, returning to almost 64,000. But then something happened that completely killed the market and caused many investors to panic. After all, the exchange had only issued statements before, and then it officially started transferring funds to debtors. We saw the first transfers of 47,000 bitcoins, which at the time of the transfer amounted to $9 billion. This caused an unrealistic panic in the market, and some crypto investors lost almost everything they had. Memes are already appearing, people don't understand what to do, and start to drain even if they buy at much higher levels. Personally, I'm not disappointed because I clearly understand why I came to the market, and the winner here is the one who has perseverance and balls of steel. So I hope you realize that for every fall, there is a rise. Right here and now, you need to develop a strategy for your investments, because while everyone is showing minimal interest in altcoins, this is our golden opportunity to buy everything at very tasty prices. However, we need to be extremely careful, because so far, Mt. Gox has only paid 1/3 of the total amount owed, and they still have to pay almost 100,000 bitcoins. So this could contribute to an even bigger market dump. Therefore, I personally plan to split my stablecoins into 3 parts. Namely 50%, 25%, and 25%. This will allow me to buy back the current drawdown now, and if the market continues to fall, I will be able to use other parts of my balance, but enough about that, let's talk about the portfolio itself. There are some coins that I will pick up in any position, no matter what. After all, they have unrealistic fundamental potential, so let's add them to today's portfolio right away. Let's start with Bitcoin, which is an asset you should own no matter what. And I don't even see the point of talking about it, because absolutely everyone has known about it for a long time. It is obvious to me that we are going to go much higher than the current price indicators and even much higher than the recent all-time high. There are many factors for this, and we have to take into account that Bitcoin ETFs, which have already shown quite good growth rates in terms of inflows, have an unrealistic influence. And that is if we are talking about the US market, but recently a market has appeared in Hong Kong, which almost immediately began to show itself to be quite beatable. I propose to move from such a basic asset to a cryptocurrency that is in the top 2 in the entire market. For me, Ethereum is the absolute leader in cryptocurrencies in terms of technology, the number of projects, and the diversity of its ecosystem. The current price of this asset is an unrealistic discount that is simply impossible not to take advantage of. In the future, this asset has a lot of positive news, such as the full acceptance of spot Ethereum ETFs. In general, 61% of the total TVL of cryptocurrencies is accounted for by this blockchain, which are just crazy numbers. And if you look at all the other indicators, Ethereum is without exaggeration top 1. Personally, I set goals for myself at $7,000, $9,000. However, I want to remind you that this is by no means financial advice. So do your own research and invest wisely. And I add the last token to the category of must-have tokens, Solana. It should be understood that this is a rather interesting blockchain, which in my opinion is the main competitor of Ethereum. The blockchain has a pretty good TVL, the most active community, and a very fast-growing ecosystem. It is also one of the fastest blockchains, which makes it even more attractive for new users and projects. In addition, there is a very good chance that a spot Solana ETF will also be approved. We are already seeing the first applications from major players. 21 Shares has submitted its application for a Solana ETF, and Eric Balchunas, who has already given a lot of insight into ETFs on Bitcoin and Ethereum, made a rather interesting statement. He believes that with a change of president in the US, we are very likely to see applications accepted. And GSR analysts believe that in this case, we may see a price of $1,300 for one Solana. Now I propose to move on to other altcoins, which I have categorized according to their narratives. In the meantime, write down what prices you expect to see for these 3 coins. AI continues to demonstrate its power. Top Web 2 companies are increasingly using the latest technologies of this narrative, so it would be quite rash not to add such coins to today's selection. All major analysts and funds are literally screaming about how big this narrative is now and how much bigger it will get in the coming years. So let's start with the first asset, which is the well-known render network. The problem of rendering is still extremely relevant, and solving it with AI is a real revolution. It makes the process much cheaper and less resource-intensive. Render has successfully occupied this niche thanks to its innovative technology that allows working with materials of any quality, style, and format. This has attracted the attention of major players such as Apple, which is using RNDR in its new Apple Provision, and NVIDIA, which is a strategic partner with Render and actively promotes it at its events. Stability AI, one of the leading AI-based image generators, is also working with Render. And this is just the tip of the iceberg of Render Network's partnerships and potential. I am confident that RNDR has great potential and can reach a value of $100 because this token is the key to their product, which can be useful in any field. Let's continue our selection with the Internet Computer Protocol, ICP, a well-known and long-running project. While many may consider it a classic Layer 1 solution, I'm more inclined to believe that ICP has had a significant impact in the field of artificial intelligence. They were the first to develop AI on the blockchain, which provides transparency and security for users. Thanks to this, other developers can use their blockchain to launch their own AI models. Thus, ICP can become a leader in this segment. I believe that the potential for the ICP token to rise in value to $150 or even $200 is quite real, and even this may be a cautious estimate. And the last token in this narrative will be TAO. Bitensor creates a decentralized platform where digital resources such as computing power, data, and AI models can be exchanged directly between users without intermediaries. The key feature of the network is the ability to create and use intelligence based on these digital assets. For example, a machine learning expert can develop an AI model and exchange it for TAO tokens. There are already many AIs that have been built using this technology. For example, a trading bot that performed quite well before the recent market crash. Considering the potential of the artificial intelligence market, the catalysts for its growth, and the general trends, I see the possibility of at least a 3-fold increase in the price of the asset in the medium term. And now I propose to move on to the RWA direction. Ondo Finance is a real breakthrough among young projects. They have already tokenized a BlackRock ETF fund and launched USDY, a stablecoin that generates income for its owners and is backed by government assets. Their close relationship with BlackRock is particularly interesting. The Arkham Analytics platform confirmed that there are transactions between Ondo and BlackRock, such as a $250,000 transfer, which underscores their cooperation. In addition, Ondo recently redirected a significant portion of OUSG's assets to a BlackRock fund called BU Idle. Given all of this, and BlackRock CEO Larry Fink's positive attitude towards cryptocurrencies, I see the potential for Ondo's token to rise to $5 at the peak of the next bull market. And then I decided to dilute the selection a bit with riskier assets because there are already some good projects that will definitely bring conservative X's. That's why I want to add a little more risk that can significantly increase profits. I want to clarify and emphasize that meme coins are the strongest narrative right now. In 2024, it has proven to be much better than AI and RWA and any other trend. However, it should be understood that it carries much more risks because these coins are extremely volatile and have no real purpose for the market. So this is speculation, and you should be aware of all the risks before investing. However, even this market has its leaders who have already managed to consolidate their positions and gain a huge community alongside them. So today, I am going to buy them, because no matter how it may sound, investing in them has lower risks. Let's start with the Bonk token, one of the most famous projects on the Solana blockchain. Before DogWiffHat, Bonk was the largest meme coin on the platform. The project has a lot of cool partners and collaborations, of which the one with Solana Phone stands out. At that time, Bonk's popularity reached incredible heights, but now it has been somewhat forgotten, which I think is a big mistake. I am convinced that the Solana ecosystem has significant growth potential, and its most promising projects, such as Bonk, will grow with it. I am confident that Bonk can at least reach the current capitalization of Shiba Inu. And in the most optimistic scenario, it can even reach its previous historical high, just like Shiba Inu. Next on our list is Pepe, another popular meme coin. Pepe is an important part of the Ethereum ecosystem and is positioned as a major competitor to Shiba Inu, as it is also based on this blockchain. Meme trends are changing rapidly. While dogs used to be the symbols of memecoins, frogs and cats are now gaining popularity. Considering the possible introduction of ETFs and the further development of the Ethereum ecosystem, I believe that Pepe has every chance to outshine Shiba Inu and even come close to Dogecoin. However, I would like to remind you that this video is by no means financial advice. This is just my vision and thoughts on the market, so always do your own research and invest wisely before you invest. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the growth of coins. Thanks for watching your Coin Post.